Hey there, it's time for another phonics review for 3rd and 4th grade. And today we're going to look at adding suffixes to phonetic skill 3 and 4. Okay, all right, but before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of sound playing to warm us up. Okay, all right, so I want you to repeat my words, and then there are going to be 2 that rhyme. Okay, you're going to have to listen carefully because I tried to be tricky on this. Because you guys are older and I want you to really listen, okay? All right, so repeat my words. Joking, going, poking. Which 2 rhyme? Joking and poking, right? Going sounds similar, and it has that same long O, but it doesn't have the K sound in there, right? Okay, all right, repeat my words. Smiled, filed, find. Which 2 rhyme? Smiled and filed. Good. Okay. All right, we're going to punch out the final sound. Okay. All right, I know y'all enjoy doing this, so repeat my words. Hope, and we're going to punch out the final sound. Hope, hope. Final sound. All right. B. E, B. Final sound is E. Good. And then finest. Finest, finest. Final sound, T. All right, good job. All right, say joke. Oops, say joke, add ing, joking. And say cute, add est, cutest. And say be, add ing, being. Good. All right, say caged without k, aged. And say waiting without what? Aiding. All right, good job. All right, now say timing and change t to r, rhyming. Say raking, change r to t, taking. Add a little voice to that T on that one. All right, say named, change n to t, tamed. And one more, say showing, change sh to g, going. All right, good job. I enjoy playing with the sounds, and I think it's really good for us, and it helps us to become better readers and spellers when we play with sounds. So that's why I insist that we do it as much as we can. So I had been leaving it out of our phonics lessons, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that it's in there as much as possible, okay? All right, so we're going to talk about adding suffixes to phonetic skills 3 and 4. And before we do that, I want to just review phonetic skill 3 and 4. All right, phonetic skill 3 is when we have a word that just ends with a vowel, no guardian. And remember, long vowels don't need guardians, short vowels do, right? So a long vowel doesn't need a guardian. So if a word ends in a vowel, or a syllable ends in a vowel, that's phonetic skill 3, and the vowel is long, like the word me. M-E ends in the E, the E is long. And phonetic skill 4 is when we have the silent E at the end of the word, like in make, and we have that E at the end, and it's silent and strong, and it makes that vowel long. You can reach over the top of that consonant. Okay, so let's look at adding suffixes to these. Now remember, what did I tell you about long vowels? They do not need guardians, right? Okay, so this word is, let's look at it. Ooh, there's a vowel all by itself, so it's long. B, right? B. Now we're going to add a suffix to this. The suffix is the ending to a word. When we add a suffix to a phonetic skill 3 word, we just add it. Okay, now the cool thing about when we add suffixes, and I think we talked about this before, is that we just prove the base word. And then when we add the suffix, we just underline the base word. We just underline the suffix. So we just write the base word again, being. Okay, so let's see, I am being a marathon runner for Halloween, probably. That's not really the right use of that word, but I know Cooper is being lazy, and he's taking a nap on the bed. He didn't want to come to the lesson today. Okay, being. All right, so we prove the first word, we prove the base word, and then we add the suffix and just underline it. We don't have to prove it when we add the suffix. We just underline the suffix. Okay, go, right? The O is long. And then if we're going to the movies, we write go, and we just add the suffix. That's the cool part about Phonetic Skill 3, we just add the suffix. Okay, it's the same as Phonetic Skill 2, where we already have two guardians for the consonant, right? I mean, for the vowel. And we underline the suffix. All right, hope. All right, so let's look at this word. We have a vowel there. We have a silent E, which is strong, and it makes that vowel long, hope, right? So when we have the silent E, Phonetic Skill 4, and we're going to add that consonant, like I'm hoping to that you guys are going to really understand this, we just take the E out, and then we put that consonant on there, right? We don't want to leave the E in there because the O doesn't need that E anymore. The suffix will make it long, right? So take it out, and we add the suffix, hoping, okay? So the suffix right there is strong enough to make that O long, right? Remember when we did hopping, we had to add, we had to add an extra P to keep that vowel short, okay? But when we leave the, when we don't add the P, it makes that vowel long. So we don't need the E in there to do that. It's just an extra letter. So we take it out, we put the suffix in, okay? Same with hoped. Like I hoped that you guys would do a good job on your test last week. All right, so let's look at this word. We did this one on our other lesson. We have a vowel there. We have a silent E at the end, right? Ooh. Makes that C the rainbow S. Then that's a guardian, and we have the short A. Now look, we have two guardians there. But remember, this E is not doing anything in this word except making the C the rainbow S, right? So when we say we are dancing at the party, the ing can do that too, right? Or if we danced last night, the ed can do that too. So all we do is we take that E away and we add the suffix, okay, and we underline it. So when we have that silent E at the end, take it away, we put the suffix in. Just like we take our sounds away and we replace it with something else, right? And then this one is, not sure what that was. Okay, so let's look at this word. We have the the vowel A, of course our X is in the wrong place. The silent E, which would mark out if that was in the right spot. Rainbow J, and the A is long, okay? And remember, but the suffix can do the same thing, right? The same thing the silent E can do. So if a bird is caged, then we take the E away, we add that suffix. Again, I don't know why it's doing that. We underline it. Okay, so before I just completely let you go with the dictation, we're going to do some more of our sound and letter mapping. It's really called phoneme grapheme mapping. Phoneme is the sounds, and the grapheme is the letter that matches the sounds, which is sometimes more than one letter, right? Okay, so we're going to, I'm going to give you some words, and we're going to write the base word first, and then we'll add a suffix, okay? Ready? Show me you're ready. Wade, wade. Say it back. Okay, so let's map out the sounds in wade. I will want to wade in the ocean. Wade. W-A-D. How many sounds is that? 3 sounds, right? Okay, so you might need to pause the video, get something to write with, something to write on, and something to move around to represent the sounds, right? Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. Wade. W-A-D, right? W-A-D. All right, so now we're going to replace the sound with the letters that match it, right? W, W, A, that's an A, D, D. Now is the D gonna be by itself there? This A said A, so we actually need that E, right? So let's go ahead and code it. We have the vowel with silent E, and we have a long A, right? Wade. Check and see if yours matches mine. Okay, now we're going to change wade to wading. I was wading at the ocean's edge, wading. Now remember, if we have the silent E, what do we do to it? Take it out, we put the suffix on. So wading, all right, so I'm just going to write wade, W-A-D, ing, I-N-G, and underline the suffix. So that's what it would look like. Okay? All right, let's do this one. Go, go. Say it back. Go. All right, let's map out the sounds. G, O. How many sounds? 2 sounds. Okay, so let's get 2 things to move, right? G, O, G, O, G, G, O, O, right? Okay, mark our vowel. The O is long, right? Okay, when we have this phonetic skill 3, if you are going to Disney World, you just add the suffix. So we're going to write go again and add ing and underline it. Okay? All right. All right. Ready? You're on your own this time, sort of. Okay, here we go. Joke, joke. Say it back. I told a joke at dinner. Joke. All right, let's map out the sounds. How many? J-oak, j-oak. 3 sounds. I get 3 things to move. J-oak, j-oak. Move that first sound. Move that second sound. Move that third sound. All right. How many letters did you have? You had 3 sounds, but 4 letters, right? J-O-K-E. Because the O was long, we needed that E to make it long, right? So put your X under the O and the E, but mark that E silent and the O long, okay? All right. Now I want you to change joked to joker. Joker. He was such a joker. He was so funny. Joker. Okay, when we have that silent E, we take the E away. We add the suffix. So it's J-O-K-E-R, and you just underline the E-R. Got it? Okay, one more. One more. All right, ready? Smile, smile. I like to smile when we first start our video. I hope you smile back at me. Smile. All right, let's map out the sounds. Smile. S-m-I-l. S-m-I-l. 4 sounds in smile. Okay, so get 4 items to move. Replace those 4 sounds with the letters. Might be more. And be sure and code it. Okay, how did you spell it? This was S. M, I, L, E. We have to have the E in there to make that I long. So we mark the S blend SM, mark that vowel under the I, mark the E, silent, and then the I is long. Okay, we're going to add a suffix. Smiled. He smiled at his friend in the grocery store. Smiled. All right, S-M-I-L-E-D, underline the E-D. That's all you have to do. All right, so find the word that rhymes with snow. What word is it? Go. Erase it or mark it out. All right, find the word that rhymes with shading. Shading. What word is it? Waiting. Go ahead and erase it or mark it out. All right, find the word that rhymes with filed. What word is it? Smiled. Erase it or mark it out. Find the word that rhymes with poke. Joke. Mark it out or erase it. Find the word that rhymes with snowing. Going. Erase it or mark it out. Find the word that rhymes with paid. Wade. Erase it or mark it out. I think we have two more. Going by memory here. Find the word that rhymes with file. Hope I got that right. Smile. All right, what word is left? Joker. Is that right? Okay, I hope I got it right. Y'all have to let me know if I got it right or wrong. All right, erase it or mark it out. And let's do our reading here. So these are Phonetic Skill 3 words. We have go, going. We don't add ed, er, or est. Goed or goer or goest. We don't say that, right? We just say go or going. And be or being. Actually change the word if we're gonna add those endings. Okay, Phonetic Skill 4. Joke, joking, joked, joker. Fine. We don't have fine. Well, we could say fining. He was fining the lady for not paying her parking. Find, finer, finest. Okay? Repeat my sentence. She is going to be the finest baker. What is she going to do? He is being poked by the striped plant. What is poking him? The cutest dog in the pet shop was smiling. What was the dog doing? All right, study over your words. Remember to map your sounds and match them to the letters. Letter or letters that represent them. See you next time.